Hello everybody, today is February 16th, 2022 and we are making another residential housing project update, progress update, and this is the Crestline housing project down below, and we are gonna go briefly and show you the Aventine housing project. Then we will come back and get a more detailed video from the Crestline housing project. The Crestline housing project, as you can see, is really moving along quickly, and the big little man-made hill that they were creating on the left side has been flattened. As you can see, all the trucks and the bulldozers and what have you, they're all in there. The work has probably stopped, maybe not, I'm not sure, because it's around 4:30. It might have not stopped. And now we will concentrate back to the Aventine housing project, and then we will get back to the Crestline housing project. The Aventine housing project is near completion, and just 4 homes are in wooden frame stage, and all the other homes on the right, which used to be in the wooden frame stage, are now they're waiting for the tiles on the top, and the stucco has been the stucco is in progress because they have those sheets all around the homes, which prevents the stucco from flying around to the other adjacent homes. So that's for protection purposes. Since the housing development here is mostly occupied, out of respect for our neighbors, we will not be flying low. It will be just a high elevation progress update, since they're to respect their privacies. And as you can see, there's a playground right there, and there's a green grass on the other side, which could be a playground as well. On the left, the building that you see is, of course, the post office, just across the street, walking distance. And now I see that there's one more house, actually a couple of more houses that they don't have the tiles on the roof, right there in the center where that black car is moving. So yeah, that's the progress report for this. Now we are going to concentrate on the Crestline housing project. The Crestline housing project progress is coming along very fast. Those black pipes were there before, so I don't know why it hasn't been buried underground. Those are most likely sewage pipes, but it could be drainage pipe or anything. Nowadays there are so many codes, building codes, that you have to create a drainage, this and that, who knows. Now this dirt road that you see on the left, heading to the left, is the one that's going all the way to the post office. Connecting it will connect all the way to Austin Drive, is what that's what the plan is. And this is going to be public access road. It's not going to be private to the housing project. And right here we see some work is going on. So I see a couple of white construction trucks driving in, which means they haven't called it a day yet. There's just not as much activity as it used to be, like in the before noon time. There was a lot of activity. You could hardly see any parked truck. Every truck was moving. But now the work progress has slowed down. Just a few final touch-ups before they call it a day. And although when you look at this housing project, when you look at the changes that has been done, the progress seems very slow, and you would think that nothing has changed. It's about the same as how it was last time. But in reality, if you look at my previous videos for this housing project, there are major changes. There's a lot of changes, and it's not just a minor change. And this is a lot of work, folks. This is a lot of very, very hard work. And it appears to be simple. It's not simple. It requires digging. It requires some areas even require dynamite for blasting off rock bed foundation that it wouldn't, stubborn foundation that it wouldn't give in with any jackhammer or anything else. And here, look at that wall. Look at the wall at the bottom they built. That wall is so high now. It wasn't even 3 feet high. Now it looks like very well over 10 feet high. This is the greenery that you see right here is protected area. It's the fresh water is coming from the Sweetwater Springs, because of which it is called Sweetwater Springs Boulevard. Yeah, this wall is coming along pretty good. That's the wall that's basically holding the land together from landslide, because this whole area had a steep slope. So that wall is necessary when you're building homes. You have to have some kind of a barrier. So when there is rain and all kinds of other natural elements, you don't want the land to be sliding and the foundation to weaken. So that's what that is. And now I see at the bottom of those trees there's still a lot of trash remaining from the previous homeless campsite. And that wall is also raised up in the front. As you can see, that wall is raised up pretty high. These bulldozers and all these heavy equipment are just parked for the day, I guess. They have stopped working for the day. But they were actively doing a lot of dirt movement here and there, flattening the dirt, and there was a lot of work. Now I see there's still a couple of guys working there, so I guess the work hasn't stopped. There's still people working. The white pipes appears to be freshwater pipes right there in the middle, and this is first they do the piping, the sewage and freshwater, electrical and all that, and then they will lay out the streets, and after that they will lay out the foundation of each house. So we are far from completion here, but there is quite a bit of progress. It's no doubt quite a bit of progress, but we have to admit very, very far from completion. Now that's the KB Homes housing project up front, and that's the gas station right there, and that's the public park that they just built. By the way, you should visit this park. This park has more exercise equipment than in most gyms. They have very, very state-of-the-art exercise equipments for kids and adults, and it's public park. You can come and visit. This is, let's see what the sign says, if there are any changes or any completion dates or anything on that sign, on the KB Home sign. So we're going to zoom in to see what's up. So the sign says 3 new communities coming soon. Oh, there you go. 3 new communities. One is Crestline, the other one is Aurora, the other one is Bluffs. I don't know. I thought it was Bluffs. Maybe it was something else. So this container is a trash container, which they throw away things when they're done, construction debris and what have you. And right here, I see a ditch type of a thing. I think this is the sewage pipe. But this looks really, really scary because it's pitch dark, and it could even be pitch. It could be, it could be pavement or pitch, melted pitch. Who knows? And right here, it looks like they discovered a new black hole right here. Oh my God, look at that. That thing looks scary. I wouldn't be working there. That's so steep and dark inside. Look at that thing. I believe they're connecting the sewage pipes to the main pipe here or something to that nature. I don't know what this is. It sure as hell looks scary, and those guys are so courageous that are working there, and they are really, they deserve every penny they make in this progress, because that thing is deep and it's scary. And that other pipe is leading to this pipe, so it must be sewage. It has to be. But now they have so many other codes that you have to have a storm drainage network. You have to have a storm drainage network for any new community. This is our gas station that, with a lot of good restaurants here, by the way. If you buy a house here, you could go dine in. There are so many good restaurants. They have Mexican food. There are all kinds of good restaurants. Oh my God, just talking about it makes me feel hungry. And this section is also going to be, they will be building some homes, but you see all the way up front, the green area, that is not going to be touched. Those are protected areas, including the center green trees up here in the center. They are not going to build anything in that area. There are a lot of all kinds of wildlife in this area, such as wild coyotes, wild raccoons. I mean, of course, I shouldn't say wild coyotes because there are no such thing as domesticated coyote. So there are all kinds of, rabbits, raccoons, coyotes, you name it, all kinds of birds, not to mention some endangered plants in here. So be careful. This is all protected area. This whole region is actually San Diego Wildlife Refuge. So it has many protected areas in here. And those are the springs again, the greens that you see, the Sweetwater Springs. And let's zoom out and give you a bigger picture, a bigger perspective of the entire project. This way it gives you an idea of how big the project is. Because when you drive from the street, folks, when you drive from the streets, you don't see the big picture. You don't see the magnitude, the vastness, the size of this housing project. This is a huge housing project. It's a huge community. It's going to be a huge community, and it's going to be a great neighborhood. It's such a beautiful little creek in the middle, and such a nice place. The weather in California, especially in San Diego, oh my God, it's second to none. Such a nice weather here. Great place to raise your children. A great community. Very loving neighbors. Great restaurants. Great. The only thing I have to give you like a heads up that there are no grocery shops around. You have to drive to the nearest grocery shop, or walk. If you can walk for 2-3 miles. So that is Sweetwater Lake right there, that you see there. And those are military helicopters right there. And this is Mount San Miguel. And if you go all the way to the left, the far away is Steel Canyon, that's where that Steel Canyon High School is, and that's Rancho San Diego. These are the storages and some other communities. That's KB Homes Housing Project. And that far away is the Monte Vista High School. And down below is our Otay Water District. So we are right above the Otay Water District. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this update. Please subscribe if you would like to get future update notifications. Thank you.